just come to the conclusion that I would never know anything. He's not here to tell us why he did it. I mean, how he did it, where he was, all those different things. And I know that it's very sensitive information to the family, and I do not want to overstep my boundaries, but I know that the biggest answer is that God knows. God knows all the answers. And he has plans to prosper and never to harm. So if God knows, I'm good at the end of the day. I don't need to know anything else. And so now as a close friend and our friends, we're trying to band together and do more things to uplift his legacy and do things in remembrance of him. So I came with this idea of doing a suicide prevention and awareness walk here in Atlanta today. Actually, it's today, which is Sunday. It's at Piedmont Park, downtown Atlanta, from 2 to 3. And it's, like I said, Out of the Darkness. It's this nonprofit organization that has these walks all over the U.S. and they do different events in the community, and they have local chapters. So I definitely want to get involved in local chapters and just do more. And I think we want to make this a yearly thing. And maybe we got one donation from an alumni. I'm part of my Metro Atlanta alumni chapter, which was very nice of her. I put our goal at 0 because I didn't know if anybody was going to donate. But somebody did, because she said she couldn't make it, but she wanted to send a donation on his behalf. And I was like, wow, that's very, very nice. And also, there's one of my play aunts, she told me about this organization called Silence the Shame. And it's like Silence the Shame with a red slash through the shame part. And it's like an organization, and it's really cool. It talks about suicide, and they go around and do different events in the community. Definitely want to get connected with them. I mean, Bishop T.D. Jakes has spoken with them. They were on the lady who started it is my play aunt's close friend, and she was on the Breakfast Club and different stuff. Like, she's really gaining her footing in this form of ministry, or ministering to people who have been affected by suicide. And she's really making her mark, so I'm gonna do more things with that. And also, I want to volunteer at this place called Kate's Club. It's basically I call it like a healing boys and girls club. So basically, it's a club for young children and teens who have lost a loved one, whether it's a sibling, a parent, just any family member or friend. And so they get together and do different things, go on little retreats, and just do different events to keep them uplifted and keep them knowing that you are loved. And this is what I would tell somebody if I'm looking straight into this camera, just somebody who may be on the verge of committing suicide or has suicidal thoughts. Just know that if you don't love you right now in this moment, I love you enough, and God loves you ultimately enough for you to see another day. If you can't live for you right now, I want you to live, and God wants you to live and have life more abundantly. So live on till tomorrow. I know that what you're going through right now may seem like you just can't get over it. And I know that you're in a dark today, a very, very dark today. But you just have to know that there's an even brighter tomorrow around the corner for you. And there's nothing too big or too hard for God. And He'll never put more on us than we can bear. I mean, He gives some of His strongest tasks and strongest battles and assignments to some of His strongest children. And so you just have to know that. Yeah, you just have to know that. And yeah, that's all I can say. And remember them, and that could be a part of your healing process as well, by helping others and just giving your time to a good cause. And you just gotta know that life is not easy. And we all have to go through things, but your mess will become your message, and it'll help somebody else. And so what you need to know is that, look at it like this. I'm a very, very firm believer in analogies. It just helps hit the point on the head and drive the point home. And you know, with a EKG machine and the monitor and different stuff, when your heart is hooked up to it, so you know, it's like beep, 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 beep. And then, you know, when you flatline, it's straight across. So I think when it goes like that, it's like the cardiac rhythm. And so think of that as your life. It is your lifeline. That's how your lifeline looks. So, as long as you're alive and on this earth, your life will look like that. High moments, low moments, high moments, low moments. You're happy, you're sad. You're on top of the world, you're under the world. Like, it's gonna look like that. So you just have to go through and grow through. And just know that everybody goes through things in life, but everything happens for a reason. And your lessons have blessings attached to them as well. And I'm just praying over the mental health of everybody that is going through things. I encourage you all. I'm reading right now just because it's a good book and it helps we all go through different battlefields of the mind. But I'm reading Battlefield of the Mind by Joyce Meyer. It's one of her bestsellers. She sold over 4 million copies, and it's just telling you how to win the battle in your mind. So this is what the book looks like for y'all to see it. And I'm like halfway through. Probably gonna finish it maybe today or just about most of it today. And I do want to end this video and give you all the suicide hotline. It's 1-800-273-8255. Again, that's 1-800-273-8255. If you ever need help, call that hotline. It's people out there that are willing to help you, and their job is to help you, and they are fulfilled when they help somebody realize the true beauty in life itself, and you're worth living for, and you're worth it. So I'm praying for everybody that watches this, and even people who don't watch this. I'm just praying for all of our mental health, and I'm speaking prosperity, peace, and blessings over all of our lives. And as we journey into 2020, I mean, we have November, just began November, and we have December, and 2020, we're into a new decade. And so as we enter this new decade, we need to leave all these bad thoughts and negative vibes in the past. And with 2020 comes 2020 vision. And we just need to see our brighter tomorrow and see our future self and just walk into all those things that God has called us to be and do in this earth. And I am just excited and expecting the best. The best is yet to come.
Here is some footage from the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention walk in Atlanta at Piedmont Park called Out of the Darkness.
I got to be my cousin's maid of honor and will graduate college in May. Land my dream job and get married myself. I'm sharing my story because I know there are so many people like me who suffer from depression and suicidal thoughts. I want you to know that there is hope.
Please hold up your gold beads at this time. Someone else, please hold up your purple beads at this time.
One thing that I noticed is that it was a lot of men on the wall. We as men need to speak up and speak out. We can express our emotions as well. We should not keep things in. You have to release.
What is up, YouTube? Me and my mom, we just finished the Out of the Darkness Suicide Prevention and Awareness Walk. We have our beads, and we didn't go to New Orleans. And so it was just a very, very good event. We lifted my friend David, his name, and walked in his honor and stood in the gap for family and other friends that couldn't make it.
Yes.
It was about 7 of us that showed up, and my mom came as well, and it was a very, very nice event. I encourage you all to find out if they are in your area doing the walk or different events, or get involved with your local chapter, and that's called Out of the Darkness. And we just had a great time just talking with each other, talking and walking, and just participating in some of the events that they have, the release of the dove, the board where you can put the picture of your loved one and a message to them, and the beads that represent different things. I think we have the purple one that represents losing a loved one or a friend due to suicide. The dark blue one is just for suicide awareness, and the teal one is for if you knew of somebody or a family friend that attempted suicide. So we have those in representation. And thank you all for watching this video, and have a blessed one.
No, it just stopped. Go.
Okay, I've seen y'all do struggle. I've seen y'all through the greatness. I've seen y'all through everything. Most of all, the best thing, the most rewarding thing is to see y'all grow. Y'all graduated.
Yes.
And y'all leaving here, so
Oh, don't
I'm
cry.
on this show.
Oh, don't cry, Antonio. Don't cry. Don't cry. Oh. Antonio, do not
Y'all
cry.
really cool. I'm on this show.
Antonio, you better not. You better not. You better not. Okay. Kirsten, go. My eyelashes.
I'm gonna miss y'all.
I would like to say I'm proud of everybody at this table because we went through hell. We about to get right into heaven. Everybody graduate, walk across stage, get his diploma, degree.
Put some respect on it, man.
Put some respect on this degree.
But we gotta get his degree, you know. And I'm really proud of all y'all. I'm glad I'm part of y'all as a family member because you guys really helped me on this journey to get this degree, and we're just about to be out here. We're about to be successful, and I just love y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you all for watching. Peace, y'all.